All right, everybody. This is coming from Russia. Um, this is coming from truthcdm.com. I've seen this in several different places. Uh, this is on the lessons learned in Russia, and Putin gives basically a speech, or at least an acknowledgement of what's going on in America. And he says, it tells the United States citizens not to give up their guns. We learned from experience. These days, there are few things to admire about socialist, bankrupt, and culturally degrading or degenerating USA, but at least so far, one thing remains: the right to bear arms and to use deadly force to defend oneself and possessions. Jubilant Russians toppling founder of Homeland Security in USSR, Felix Zefrinsky. But basically, Russia was once one of the most heavily armed societies on earth, and this was, of course, when we were free under the Tsar. Weapons from swords to spears, pistols, rifles, shotguns were everywhere, and common items. People carried them, concealed them, they carried them holstered. Fighting knives were a prominent part of the traditional attire, and those little tubes crisis crossing on costume of Crosex. I don't know where the hell this is going, but you get the idea. And there was a lot of things going on. But basically, as it goes down, it says Moscow fell, for example, not from a lack of weapons to defend it, but from the lying guile of the Reds. 10,000 Reds took Moscow and were opposed only by a few hundreds by office cadets and their instructors. And you can read into this, but it goes into the idea that, basically we have the Bill of Rights for a reason. And basically this breeds not respect, but absolute contempt, and often enough criminal abuse that this is necessary. And he basically said that while President Putin pushes through reforms, the local authorities, especially in our vast hinterland, do not feel they need to act like they work for the people. But the basic ideas for Russia to defend itself is there, he basically says. And he basically says, we learned the hard way that you have to kind of have guns for the citizens. I don't know to what purpose and to what point this and that, but, this is something Russia learned. And if Putin's telling you, hey guys, don't give up your arms, that kind of means, hey guys, if they do what they think they're going to do, Russia will back you. Now, I don't want to say that out loud too much, but if they do what they do, Russia will probably back the United States people. And I guarantee you there's troops standing by if in case some asshole executive order hit the book today. I know we got a bunch of UN troops, but, a couple hundred guys with 30-30 standing out in some bushes behind trees can pin down some UN troops. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. Hopefully it never comes to that, but I'm telling you folks, they're not spending all this money just to sit on their ass. Sooner or later, it's going to come down to it. They're going to try it one time. I don't know when. Probably won't be in my lifetime, but they're going to try it. And even Putin saying, guys, don't give up your guns.